Hello friends, in this video we will discuss the backtracking technique. In backtracking we explore the state space, that is we explore all possible options and we move in a multi children tree, that means Emery tree, and we try to find out the solution for a given problem. Before we get into the PPT, let us look at example using a graph, and then we will go into the PPT. So here what we have is, I have a graph which consists of 4 nodes. So there's a node 1, there's a node 2, there's a node 3, and there's a node 4. So there are 4 nodes and I have m colors. Since this is an m coloring problem, I have m number of colors and I have to find out what value of m is going to satisfy the coloring of this graph. Now since there are 4 nodes, I will have a tree of depth 4. So x1, x2, x3 means third vertex color and x4 means fourth vertex color. So I will have 4 levels in the tree. Now in the first place, what I can do is, I can assign color 1, color 2, color 3 and color 4 to the first vertex. So 4 choices are there. Suppose I have 4 colors available. Then the first vertex, it can be colored with color 1, with color 2, with color 3 or with color 4. All these 4 choices are there. Then now I want to color the second vertex. Now if I have colored the first vertex with color 1, the second vertex if I try to color with color 1, that is not allowed. Why? Because they both share an edge and therefore the 2 vertices, they cannot be colored with the same color. Why this is so? Suppose this is a map and region 1 and region 2 are 2 areas that share a boundary. So if I will color the 2 areas with the same color, I cannot distinguish where one is starting and where the other is ending. So that is why 2 adjacent nodes, they cannot be given the same color. So that is why if color 1 is given to x1, I cannot give the same color to x2. Then I try to color it with another color, say color 2. So that is allowed. With color 3 it is allowed, color 4 it is allowed. So I can give any of these 3 colors to the second vertex. Now I further expand. So how I am going to expand further? Now I will decide for the third vertex. Now again I will try to give 1, 2, 3, 4 all the colors. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So here if I try to give the first color, now the first vertex is colored 1, second vertex is colored 2. Now I try to give color 1 to third vertex. So as you can see here, 1 and 3 they don't share an edge. That is why I can color the third vertex with 1. This is allowed. Similarly, if I try to give color 2, now 2 and 3 are connected. So this move is not allowed here because 2 is given the color 2. So 3 cannot be given the color 2. Then if I try to give third color, that is allowed. If I try to give fourth color, that is allowed. So now we will go down the depth. So third vertex is decided. Now we will decide for the fourth vertex. So again, fourth vertex, I have 4 choices with me. So I give color 1, color 2, color 3 and color 4. So now here if I try to give color 1, 3 and 4 they share an edge. So this will not be allowed. Similarly 1 and 4 also they share an edge. Then if I try to give color 2, that will be allowed. So this is allowed. Color 3 will be allowed and color 4 will also be allowed. So the first solution that I have found is first vertex 1, second vertex 2, third vertex 1 and fourth vertex 2. So this way, using 2 colors, I can color this graph. So here what I am doing is I am going down the depth. I was expanding, I was going in depth first. So when I found that this node cannot be explored further, I generated sibling. Then I try to go down the depth, and when I find I cannot go to its this particular node, I generate its siblings. So all the siblings will be generated. Then you will go back, and then for this level 2 I cannot expand further. So for 3 I will generate all the children and grandchildren. Similarly for 4. So we will expand this tree in this fashion. So what we are doing is, wherever we find a value which is not feasible, we will backtrack to another sibling, or we will backtrack to another level of this tree. So this is the crux of the backtracking method. So now let us look at the detailed PPT that we have with us. So in backtracking, you have to make a series of choices, and you do not have enough information which option you should choose. So what you do is, you generate a state space in which you will methodically develop all the possible solutions and then choose one out of them. So like we have a maze. Suppose in the maze we have 3 options. So what you will do, you will make a tree with first option, second option, third option, and then you will keep on expanding for each of the options, whatever further choices you will have, and you will generate the state space. So as we can see in this diagram, you start from the starting node, you have 2 choices. Then these choices, if they lead to a dead end, then you will not explore them further. You will backtrack to this node. So from here you go to this node. This node takes you to this dead end. So you generate its sibling. This also leads to a dead end. So you go back to the previous node and then you generate another child. And for this child you will generate first child. And this also leads to dead end. You go back, generate another sibling. And this way you will keep on going till you will find a success in the tree. So this way we will go on generating all the nodes that are possible till the time we reach the final solution. This is the backtracking method, and I hope this video is helpful to you. Thank you very much.